shows. Many will know. Tell it like it is, tell it how it could be. Tell it like it was, tell it how it should be. Go.
Got a question from Sonia from Brick City. New Jersey, for people out there who don't know what that means.
Brick City, Sonia.
Alright, so this is the situation. She said, my boyfriend and I have been together for almost 2 years now, but he still doesn't know what I like in the bedroom. Tragic. He is attractive, a good provider, and an all-around good man. We talk about everything. However, I can't bring myself to let him know that he is not satisfying me sexually. This is not a deal breaker for me. He takes care of me in every way, in every area except this one. How do I break it to him gently that I'm not happy with our sex life without hurting his feelings?
How to break it to him? I mean, you're not 100% satisfied with your relationship. So it's been 2 years, and I get that he's a great provider and he does everything else in every aspect of the word. But sexually, if you don't feel like you're being satisfied, then you're going to end up seeking somebody outside of your relationship. It's not going to be fulfilling for you. So I feel like the best way to have a conversation without bruising a male ego is to slowly introduce them to things like videos, toys, games that increase sexual play. I feel like that's what I've done to like expose men to certain things and get them to up their game, is by introducing them to those little games, rolling dice, all types of stuff, just to get them encouraged to learn something new, and then rewarding them for when they've done something really good sexually.
First of all, bitch, stop faking it. Because I'm pretty sure she is in the bedroom, doing the absolute most. Stop faking it. I bet you if you sit there dead silent, he'd be like, well, hold on now. What the hell is going on? And then he'll ask. You got to make them ask you. Like, yo, what's up? Like, well, I think if you do this like that, or if you lick it a little longer, just don't lick it like a cat, you be good money. Like, but my real answer is to get another nigga, but... I'm trying to give you guys a really good advice, you know what I'm saying? And I'm just, stop faking it.
She wants her man. She wants to keep him.
Yeah, especially if he's taking care of the bills and shit. Like, honestly, bitch, DIY it. Like, you ain't doing it. I'll let you get yours. I'll go in the room and get mine later. Like,
but she can also just bring it up as in what can we do to spice up our sex life?
Where let me get
she can bring it up in that way. That way it's not bruising his ego. This is something we come into like terms with together. And now you can really start off fresh, because if you choosing the ideas with that person, now he knows really what to do, and y'all trying it together. So if he not doing it right, now you can tell him how to do it.
Yeah, for sure.
Or you could just call up old girl on Netflix and create you a sex room. But there's that.
Oh, I go to my sex room.
Oh, I just seen that.
Yeah, she like a sex room Mary Poppins.
Yeah, I like that.
But
I need to call her.
But yeah, I think she should just bring it to him in that way, because it's easy. You gotta talk it out anyway.
Yeah, especially if you really love your person and it's not a deal breaker. I don't know. Shout out to you, because that's a deal breaker. I'm sorry.
It's a whole deal breaker for me.
I'm a fucking cheat. And I really don't want to be that person, but damn, like, come on.
I'm gonna tell you, when she said a good provider, all I heard was money make me come. So there's probably a lot of times when she's sleeping with this person, she's like, my rent is paid. Like, shit is taken care of. Like, if my nails are done, my hair is flipped, and everything is where it needs to be. I could take myself there in fantasy. Well, I'll get there. So.
Oh yeah, you could be like, Miss D Rose and do the motherfucking fantasies on whatever. Like, bitch, stop faking it. That's my cue, because that's another thing that women be doing. I'll be faking it, and then next thing you know, he roll over to the next bitch, think he doing something. And it's like, no, now I gotta teach you, because you've been piping it down wrong for the last 10 years of your life.
Say it with your chest.
I ain't just saying, like, no, stop faking it, ladies.
Then if he go get it right, she gonna want to know how he got it right though.
I told him.
No, you know what? I don't like when people say that. That's crazy.
What else are you doing? Nigga, you're fucking me. And if it's not working, how all of a sudden it's working?
How you started learning? I do feel like when somebody tries something a little new, they may have learned that.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, get you with me.
That's what that translates.
I mean, you can teach yourself different things about sex without having to experience it with somebody else. Like, you can learn.
How you going to know how you doing it right?
But, I mean, when you test it out, you know by response. I mean, like, literally, if he watched something, he watched a video. Like, I've had men pick up some good techniques that I know for a fact they probably didn't try it on nobody else. But they tested it out on me. And so by my response, my bodily arousal and how I reacted, they knew it was worth keeping doing.
Yeah, because I will roll over and tell a nigga, like, that was a good one. And just do that all the time.
I've literally sent somebody the Kama Sutra, and sending them the Kama Sutra, man, them position game was on lock. I was flipped, picked up, tossed, pretzeled, and everything. I was like, my God. Like, he read a book. And so,
because there's this guy on Twitter who be giving like tips and things, and I whispered it into Shorty ear, like, can you just try this? And wow, When I say it was a rain shower,
I'm
like, it's just like hitting the roof, but like stroking slow. I don't know. Like, I just showed him the video and the nigga redid it, and I was like, whoa.
Nigga hit the G spot.
I mean, well, no, he always does, but I was just saying it was just like a totally different experience. Like,
that's a whole thing.
It was a totally different experience because not too many men can hit the G spot. You know what I'm saying? Not too many females either. But
I know the questions will be a little bit different. Like, does the size of it matter? Like, do you like when you change the size of the frequency? Is it about the pussy that you're going in? Do you have like different sizes that you set up for the same sexual experience, or you got your trusty dusty like that you like to use?
She talking about the dilly. I wanted to know how we was sucking on the bean, but you.
Yeah.
So do you switch up your dillies?
But it's not necessary to use.
That's what I'm saying. Like when I don't know, like
let's also be very clear. Everybody, that's not the whole point of being in a same-sex type of relationship. Like, you don't have to use
the dillies.
Yeah, like everybody doesn't want that. There's some girls who do, like, that's all they want to use, and that's all they require their dykes to use. And then there is, to be very specific, or their femmes, whatever.
I'm about to say, because you know the femmes be using the dillies.
But then there's people who they don't, that's not even what, they're not even thinking about that. Like,
no,
so it's not a penetration thing necessarily.
It's not for everybody, no.
I mean, clitoral stimulation is still clit to clit, it's still stimulation. Like, it's still gonna happen either way.
Yeah, but everybody doesn't know that. Everybody hasn't mastered that position.
Say that shit. Ooh, I missed it. I'm sorry. Big gangster shit. Big daddy shit right there. You feel me? Like, cause no, honestly,
it's a technique.
No, it is for real.
No, yeah, no.
You got the, yeah.
Use your expertise.
So how does that come up in conversation? Is it like a understood? Like, I remember Jess Hilarious speaking on that, and she was saying like, when she was dealing with a woman, she said that her first thing was they assumed because she was more of an AG that she had to be the one performing oral sex.
It all depends, because there's some people who are touch me nots. I'm a touch me always. I don't want you to think that this is not happening. But there's some people who are touch me nots, and they don't want you, like, they don't want any type of anything, like, you're not sucking on nipples, you're not doing nothing, they don't want no head, no nothing, they just want to pleasure you.
I need one of those in my life.
That sounds awesome. I was like, I was really right. Across the room, like, I gotta, like, that's his thing, like, that's his goal. So he's gonna do the most intense things to produce the best level of pleasure for me, because that's the type of experience that he wants to have for himself. If he's not covered, if it's not across the room,
for you
then
folks
it's not
out there in
sex.
podcast land, we are talking about squirting.
We are talking about squirt because you got creamers and squirters, and so
I don't know if I enjoy a creamer though, because sometimes I be like.
Now what now?
Squirter. I don't know. I like Squirtle. Like Squirtle.
I don't know. I always found squirting like a little embarrassing for me as a woman, because I'm just like,
oh my god,
niggas
love
like,
that shit.
Like,
they want to take a shower in that shit. Yeah, like I don't know, somebody I was doing it with, and I was like telling them like, sometimes I do be like holding it back a little bit because it could be a lot. He was like, bitch, shower me in that shit. I said, say less, and
not that way. Hope he didn't say it just like that. Because if
we was like in the middle of, and I was like, chill, like you trying to make me, he like, bitch, give me that shit. I was like,
I always heard the cream is about the macaroni and cheese effects, because like literally that's the sound that I like to hear. I like to hear my own sound. So personally,
this is the cockiest shit I've ever heard of my life.
I mean, I'm here regardless. If it's wet, it's wet. You gonna hear this,
but you hearing it and you saying I like to hear it.
Yeah, like
you don't like to hear it too. Yeah, like I mean, I know my shit be splash waterfalls.
That's what
but I like to
stir the clip,
and then I like to increasify it.
Like
I like when the sound be real soft, and then I do something and it increases itself, and then the motherfucker like, damn, what the fuck just happened? It's like, it's like that.
I want to get backsplash from the waterfalls or all of that. Like it's
I don't like shit in my lashes. I'm just saying, like. That's why when motherfuckers be like, where you want me tonight? I'd be like, in your hand. Like, what the fuck? Don't splash that shit in my face. If I ain't catching it in mouth, then I don't want it. Like, that's the only other place it can go. Like, my lashes is expensive.
I had so much to say. I almost went blind a few times because of that shit, especially when you got lashes on. That's
you not get, if you get, worst. I mean, if a nigga tell you, like, here's another $120 to get them done, then cool. But, let me catch them kids or just leave it in your hand.
And on that note, Sonya, you got two options, girl.
I'm sorry.
Either talk it out with your man or get you a new nigga. That's more of the
basically.
story.
I'm just saying. Or go to Twitter. Go to Twitter.
Don't go on Twitter. It's gonna confuse you about sex, healthy sex. Like, don't go on Twitter. The people on Twitter is into something else.
She might be kinky. She trying to figure it out.
Yeah, I done learned some shit over Twitter. I ain't gonna lie. But that's that.
Or you could do a whole pass thing. If your man, because he may be a person who says, like, he cannot literally be that freaky dude. Like, I cannot be better sexually. And he may say, like, hey, every once in a while, if you want to go get your shit rocked around someplace else, go for it. People come up with new things in their relationships all the time. Open relationships is a thing.
I love an open relationship.
I say, Sonya, you can make it work with him. If he's a good provider, he's doing everything that you like. Otherwise, he's a good looking dude. It can happen. Get some books, get some toys, watch some videos, play some sexual games, have some fun with your man. But I feel like it's worth exploring. Continue to stay with this brother. A lot of women want a man who could do the stuff that this brother's doing.
Yeah, and if you don't want him, girl, send him my way. I'll teach him shit.
Yo.
That's my last. That's it for me.
Yo, you're wow. I have a conversation with that man. I mean, if you need a new nigga, there's that too. But work it out. He be alright.
Ooh, but that was a loaded one, guys. That was fun. I hope you guys liked the advice. Because, like I said, sing your nigga to daddy. But anyway, tune in next time for the next episode of the Born and Raised podcast. You already know what it is. Peace.